I would have probably spoken with many of you in the past, but for those of you who don't know me, I'm Adam, Chief Strategy Officer here at Indigo Labs. I have over a decade of experience as a market researcher, and I'm all too familiar with the pain of manually creating PowerPoint reports by hand. In fact, if you've been keeping up with our LinkedIn posts, some of you will have seen this quote pop up. This is me. I literally lived and dreamt a monthly tracker that was on a constant loop and was essentially in my conscious and subconscious. Anyway, we're not here today to talk about trackers. That's coming up later in the year. In this section of the webinar, we're going to discuss the process of setting reports up on interim data and refreshing them with final data once it's ready. We'll provide a demo of how SlideGen makes this process a viable solution, and we'll take a look at the benefits. So let's dive in. I'm sure this is going to sound familiar to you, but I've had times in my research career where I'm juggling multiple projects all at different stages in the research cycle. I'm a planner, so I would have had timelines for each, planning exactly when the fieldwork will finish, when I will receive the tables, and how long I've got to produce the customer report. The problem is, there are two highly unpredictable elements to the majority of market research projects: your client and your fieldwork provider. Anyone here who has either had research customers or is a research buyer themselves, which I'm certain is everyone, will know that there are more often than not going to be delays getting sign off from the customer. And then once you're in field, you're hanging around for those last 15 completes in Luxembourg or somewhere before you can produce your final tables and therefore your report. And then, of course, the inevitable happens. You've got three big projects all coming to a head at the same time. One of them is already late, another deadline is being squeezed by the customer, and you're lucky enough that one of the three is pretty chilled out. But still, you need to either work early mornings and late nights, or you need to pull in resources from other departments. Well, what if I told you that there was a better way? By integrating with SlideGen, you can introduce a workflow that allows you to keep control of your timelines and even deliver ahead of schedule to some of your customers.